Hello friends, we are here in beautiful Colorado. We are here at REP Fitness HQ. It is brand new. It is absolutely nondescript. Literally, there is not a sign on the door. They must not want anybody here, but we're gonna break in, get a workout in. We're gonna tour the facility, check out the R&D lab, hang out with some of their owners and other people, and see some of the things they're working on. Come with us, let's do it. Look, Mom. What's up, dude?
Good.
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I love the mustache, dude.
I knew you were coming.
That's incredible, dude. Oh, yes. This is not a manufacturing or warehouse facility. It's just for behind the scenes stuff.
Just HQ office people, basically.
Come here, look at this. Looking for a lifting partner. Coop Personal Training. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yes, dang, this is bigger than I thought it'd be. Nice turf. Oh sweet, the infinity wall, yeah. Dang, that's big. Look, Ma. That's all I need.
Is it worth it?
Oh, it is worth it, yes. Oh, this is like another level. So this, if you ever follow or see Juji Mufu, John Call, his entire gym is with machines is Panada, which are great stuff. Ooh.
I haven't seen that one in person yet.
Yeah, see? So we just built the Aries. I really like the Aries, but I'm gonna tell you, having the center mount lat pull down stack with the side mount, I may like this better. Oh, these J-cups are new too. Offset J-cups.
But you can do it the other way too, where you can put them on the inside. These J-cups would be even.
Oh, even closer. Yeah, that's pretty smart. These look nice too. They've got the stainless steel backing, UHMW. That's a fat piece of UHMW. Look at that. It runs all the way through. Dang, that's a big burger. That's cool. 110 felt
Well,
right.
now we're here to work out, man.
We are, dude. I got it. You can't take a kid to a candy store and not expect him to start picking stuff out. Let's try! We're here with Sam, Director of Engineering here at REP. Over here, they've got a trap bar. The first thing I noticed is essentially the oxaless handles that I talked about and loved, and I was like, man, I wish they would apply this to a bar. These are them, and I'm guessing these are gonna go on the open trap bar, hopefully. Eventually. 1 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch handle, center knurl mark. Are these hard chrome?
So for these are hard chrome.
Okay. The ones on oxaless are hard chrome too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But for the other handles, we're gonna have them stainless. But we want to optimize obviously like cost as well as function.
Yep.
So getting like a tube that big, stainless would be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do want to obviously offer all different types of handle options and make each of our pieces as modular and versatile as possible.
Sure.
So
something I've been noticing with you guys more and more is you're coming out with products maybe later than what you've been teasing them. Like the Aries, I feel like I've been seeing that thing on social media for like years. It's like, just bring it to me. But the positive side, at least in my use of it, is there hasn't been any hiccups. Is that a strategy where you're like, all right, we'd rather be late to the game and have it be fully fleshed out?
We want to be out as soon as possible, but we also want like a complete product that's been fully tested. One is we have underground product testing group is what we call it.
Okay.
So we actually bring in people from like the greater Denver area to test the products. And that means that like we're getting feedback and like creating more iterations and fine tuning things. So again, just like more testing, more iterations, just making sure like the product that actually comes to the consumer's hands at the end of the day is going to be as like awesome as we want it to be.
Sure, yeah.
So FT5000, this will be the 2.0 version, and we've made a number of improvements on this. So one of the biggest complaints that we currently get for the FT5000 is the height of the top the top attachment point. So with this, we improved it. So now it can get high enough for tricep press downs
Sweet.
and those type of exercises.
Is the overall height taller?
No, didn't have to make it any taller.
So still fits in basements.
Bingo.
Yep. One time I asked one of you, I think it was Shane, we ask honest questions here at GGR. Why does the FT5000 have ballistic nylon or whatever it was, pulleys versus aluminum? Because competitors like Titan were using aluminum pulleys and they were saying, you know, the nylon sucks, ours is so much better. One reason is because we have aluminum pulleys. Why the change?
We always had heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sam, that there's like basically a trade-off between either a nylon pulley or an aluminum pulley. If you go with aluminum, the cables are going to wear faster.
Okay.
So, but if you're going with the nylon, then the pulleys are going to wear faster.
Yep.
In a home gym environment, the biggest thing is really going to be wanting those pulleys to last a long time, because you're really just not going to put enough wear into that cable to need to replace it anytime soon.
So I've got a free motion, dual cable cross, full stack daddy. It's all nylon pulleys.
Yeah.
But it's not as smooth. Like the reality is, like I'll go over to the Aris, and the Aris is it's smoother than the free motion because of the pulleys.
Yeah.
Let's bring it over here. So this is the Athena, and then I've seen a few things here. I know this is a big piece. With this one also has the center mount lat stack.
The whole idea behind the Athena was, like the Aries, to give somebody something that's going to fit within the footprint of your rack, but just add a ton of versatility. With this, unlike the Aries, we wanted to offer two different options. So, you know, having a selectorized option, which has a weight stack rate still, or doing like a plate loaded option.
Is the plate loaded one 2-to-1 ratio too?
It is.
Okay.
Yep. But you know, you are able to get a lot of weight on there. It has band pegs already included, so you can add bands for additional tension there also. But one of the other really big motivations with this is we knew a lot of people already had lat pull downs, and the Aries came out and they said, well, what about us? Like, we don't have to get rid of our lat pull down. Well, this will integrate with the existing lat pull down or the selectorized.
Sweet.
So we wanted to take care of everybody, make sure everybody was able to use what they had.
I do have a question. Me and Nathan both noticed this when we got the Aries in. These things are not good. They're just not good. And you guys they're gonna beat me up once the camera's off. You guys make a knurled, very nice cable handle that is honestly one of my favorite cable handles. I use it all the time. Why throw this one in versus the other on a super premium product like the Aris?
At the end of the day, we like the feel of these, and there is a better option that's going to be coming. We're going to make it available to customers who already received this.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
You saw these crazy.
Yeah, these are just
crazy J-cups.
Massive. These are just for fun.
Yeah, well, we want to get a bigger J-cup out there because we know some people really like, you know, everything oversized. This one was like just crazy oversized though.
Oh, I moved them. I moved it from there over here. Yeah, I was like, these are heavy, dude. These feel like a finished product though. These don't look like a prototype.
I mean, they
like UHMW on the inside, like full branding.
Let's say not everything we finish like makes it to market.
Okay, yeah. Over here, these strap safeties are new.
Strap safeties, Sam, you want to take these? Because like this was all engineering here as far as coming up with something better. I mean, we just knew we wanted to come up with a better way to secure them so that there wasn't any of that side-to-side movement, and they, you know, crushed it with this.
We actually came up with this design that we're patenting, where it doesn't matter what the orientation is of them. If you go side to side, they're actually never going to move.
Dang, dude, that's smart.
It does kind of hurt your brain, like, why do they not move?
It does. It's almost like, you ever seen those tables with the cables that are like the tensioning?
Yeah.
It feels almost like that. That is sweet. How do you guys think of patents? What's the importance of them? Somewhat hurts your time to market at times because you have to wait on the patent. How do you guys think through that?
I mean, we have been spending a lot more time and effort to patent things because we have such a bigger engineering team than when we first started. And it's really protecting their work because it's so much time and effort and money to develop a product, and like we have to protect that. You know, there's definitely companies that come out that don't really have any qualms with copying something that somebody else did. We're trying to protect what we made so that you know, we can invest in more innovation.
This is the crowning jewel. This is the big boy.
I mean, if you already saw the engineering video, like there was just a crazy amount of thought put into it.
Which before we move on to this, on the engineering videos, that's a very unique feature. I don't ever see that in fitness. Usually the engineers are held in a secret dark dungeon under the building, not allowed to come out. So what was the inspiration behind getting them in front of the camera? Because I personally, I love those videos. I think they're really well done.
Well, I mean, first we made sure we only hired really good-looking athletic engineers so they'd be good on camera. You know, that was, you know. But no, I mean, we really wanted people to be able to see the people behind the product and the thought that went into it. So I mean, that was definitely something that it's a conscious effort to do that.
You guys didn't just think through the like usability, but also the assembly is a big part of this because it does take a while to assemble. For instance, like some of these nuts down here when we were assembling it, I was thinking, oh, how the freak am I gonna get a wrench underneath this pulley? There's just no way. Well, they welded the nut on, so it's just easily able to put it together. As somebody who assembles a lot of equipment, it's very nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Joe, the lead engineer on this, was also the one doing all the assembly and making the instruction manual. So if there was anything that was a pain in the ass, he took care of it and made it easier for people.
Cool.
With the trolley, you don't really want big and beefy.
No.
You want something that's like strong enough, aesthetic, and really easy to move up and down, which is what we went with. I mean, other details like the plastics, just figuring out the right plastic that has like a super smooth feel.
Yep.
I mean, that was another thing. It was how do we get the maximum range of motion with just the connector here so that we could, you know, make sure that that's as high as possible and as low as possible. There's not a lot of extra junk here to take away from range of motion. The pop pin, even like just having a really
oversized,
strong
easy to
pop pin.
You were very into just even the auditory effect of it. You wanted it to sound like a clank.
I'm with you as far as like there's a certain satisfaction to like when you have something that you have to interact with every day, you want it to feel satisfying.
This is something I noticed. This is a bare steel pull-up bar.
It is.
Right? Or
Yeah, that's new.
Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
Let's see the little one.
Post,
yeah. I love the front feet on. It just looks cool, dude. It's just like, that's just cool. Not everybody can do this because of your height. I can do standing lat pull downs, which feels very cool. It feels almost simulated like a pull up, you know, but I can do lighter weight, just more reps. So for me, this would be the ideal setup. I just really want to be able to belt squat.
Yeah, I mean, we're thinking of ways that we can incorporate the cables into more exercises.
Because such heavy stacks.
More stuff on the way.
It's cool, dude. So I used this earlier for seal rows. Walk through like what you guys wanted to accomplish with this.
There obviously are other utility seats out there, but one of the biggest struggles that you have with them is they don't work with every type of rack. So we really wanted to come up with the most universal solution that we could. So then this comes off.
Nice.
One of the other cool sides about this is that we actually give a handle.
Yeah, dude, these are so heavy to move. Like,
and that's one of the biggest complaints that we have is it's super cumbersome to move around. So giving a handle and having that tube in there so it's soft on your hands when you pick it up.
Yeah, that's very nice.
No.
There's a minor cutout here. So this could have just been flat and it probably would have shaked around a little bit because this is elevated, but there's a cutout here so it just fits in there like a glove. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll definitely use that. The safety squat bar, man, the handles on this are, I love them. Right now, Nathan actually has it in his garage. He gets a lot of equipment, so I get his feedback because Nathan likes to train too. And I know he loves it.
Yeah, so I mean, we test a lot of other competitors' products and think about what can we do to improve them and make our own like rep version. So obviously safety squat bar, we're not like the first one to come out with it.
Yep.
But to add these super beefy knurled handles, we also changed the construction of the pad. We think is kind of a little bit more comfortable and will last longer. Mm-hmm. Also kind of wear and tear on when like re-racking. So this has just like a nicer black metallic finish. And then like obviously you're loading and unloading tons of plates all the time. So having that be hard chrome and not like a decorative or like a clear coat or something, like you're just not going to wear away the coating. And then finally, which I think is like a really big difference maker, is this fits both our rack and 49-inch rack.
I noticed that.
As opposed to some that like tilt the J-cups in. So we saw those different design cues and just like made something that we thought was, hey, this like checks every single box.
Sure. Talk about your benches. I know there hasn't really been a new one come out since the 4100.
Yeah.
That's my top pick for most people. It just hits all the boxes. It's priced just really competitively. Why create that bench when you already had my previous top pick, the 5200.
I mean, the 5200 was, like you said, it was a great bench, and we consistently got the same feedback from some of our customers, though, that they wanted something a little bit lighter, easier to move around, especially for people that are working out with partners. Like we got guys that say, hey, my wife hates moving this thing around, so like anything you could do for me here. So we tried to figure out how can we hit a better price point, offer the same premium features as the AB5200, and make it easier to move around.
Cool.
So that's that bench.
Sweet. Yep. Yeah. You guys came out, and very few companies did this, where like free shipping is like, there's nothing free in life. Anybody that's taken an economics class knows that. You got to pay for it. It's just baked into the cost when it's free. You guys held to a standard that was, we're going to charge shipping because we think it's better for the customer. You now offer free shipping, which personally I think is a good model, because there's no reason to compete and try to re-educate customers that are Amazon's customers. So why make the change?
To your point, I mean, Amazon has trained people to expect free shipping. Yeah. And so that was literally our number one complaint, is people complaining constantly about shipping costs. Like, oh, I had it in my cart, but then I couldn't pull the trigger because the shipping cost was too much. Like, people, even if the price is the same, they don't like the surprise at the end of the purchasing process that all of a sudden this is gonna cost money. And I don't think there's like anything wrong with just saying like, hey, we were wrong. Like, our customers really want free shipping, and even though we were trying to do a different model, it just didn't work because our customers told us they didn't want that.
Yeah.
So
now, I appreciate the honesty, and I think other people will as well. Yeah. Another thing, and this doesn't really matter to me because I don't live here, but I've seen online some people upset about, oh, you guys were a Denver-based company. We used to be able to, you know, the good old boys come and pick up our equipment. We lived right down the street.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have to say to people that are like, man, you guys are now in California and Pennsylvania. Yeah, you're based here, but I can't pick up my equipment.
We're really hoping to be able to open up this gym a certain number of times per year for people to just come in and check the stuff out. So we really want people to still be able to get that showroom effect that we had before, where they can come in, test stuff out, and be able to get their hands on things.
Okay.
But it is like we started locally, but we've grown to become a national and now international business, and we really just had to do what made sense. I mean, we were shipping product in from the coast to Denver, and then generally shipping it back out to the coast where most people live. And it just really didn't make sense to do that with the cost of trucking and railroad, you know, all of that. So
totally, yeah. Back to benches. This, in my opinion, you guys may differ. This was the first piece of equipment I feel like Rep came out with that was like, wow, like that's different. That is super innovative. Nobody has anything like that. To me, it was like from here on, it was a very different Rep Fitness. Everything improved, like you guys grew massively. Tell me about the bench, how it came about, and how you guys see it now versus all the other benches you've since come out with.
So when you asked me that question, like which product am I most proud of that I think represents, prior to the Airs, it would have been the AB5000. Yeah, because this was another one that took many different versions to get to this point, but this took a long time to get done. I mean, this was a lot of engineering effort and a lot of time and thought. And really the inception of the idea was, why can't we make something as good as the top tier brands and make it for a better price if we can really just dial in all the details that people look for, but then take advantage of better manufacturing costs. And then all the other features of just like, hey, we want an adjustable bench that's like 17.5 inches and has all these other things. That was customer feedback, just reading what are people complaining about with other competitors' products that they don't like, or that they see, but it's always on like a really expensive bench that, you know, nobody can afford.
I've given you guys a lot of feedback. I mean, we may or may not put this on camera depending on what you say. But what are things you feel like, just from the my side, things that you're like, man, you really missed this. Man, I wish you would have hit on this more.
Like all we can ever ask for is like just being thorough and like really looking through things and thinking through stuff so that you at least understand what our design intent was. You might not like agree with it or like it or something, but at least like spending the time to really look at it, and I think you do a really fair job with that. So no complaints there.
Like, do you ever like when I'm like critiquing a product, are you like, man, that really stings?
Yeah,
or
we just go after the mustache.
Anytime there's a review of something where it's like, especially if it's valid, like, oh, we didn't think of that and we should have thought of that. Like,
I'm sure.
But like you learn and grow from that. You have to, you know, be a big boy and suck it up.
So we're gonna do a max deadlift on their new open trap bar. They do have some people that look bigger than me. I don't know if they have bigger hearts than me. I don't know if they have bigger minds than me, but some of these dudes are, yeah, I mean, you've seen their engineers before. So we're gonna use their open trap bar, see how much we can get up to today. Let's do it. Oh, I'm feeling strong today. Just so you know, I already did like a 2-hour workout, and I flew last night, and I've got 4 kids, so I'm not sleeping at all. Nice. Nice. 300. Cool. Nice, nice. So just hit 450. That was my goal number. Do you think I can get 500?
Yes.
You're still hired. Starting to get heavy. You already go? Didn't even get a sit. Nice. Honestly, I feel good where I'm at. I'm content. I don't need to do more weight. But I might. Not today, not today. Growing up, we used to go to friends' houses and stuff. My parents would always tell me, when you go to other people's houses, do not make them look bad. So I didn't want to come in here and just freaking make these guys look bad, so just paused it there. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. You were close, dude, you were close. All right, more of the story. GGR did pretty good. Max, I think, what did I have? 520 maybe? Somewhere around there, 530. Felt good, that was fun. Coop does lift. We'll see you next time, peace.